Well, let's take a look at Arkansas's progress against COVID-19. Governor Hutchinson says testing and vaccinations are down, but expects them to go back up through the week. Now, as of this afternoon, there are 1,700 active COVID-19 cases across the state, and there are currently 200 people in the hospital. One more person has died from the virus. Meanwhile, Baptist Health and the Central Arkansas Library System are teaming up to host another round of Johnson & Johnson vaccine clinics this month. The hospital's community outreach will be administering the one-dose shots from 9:30 to noon every Monday and Wednesday this month. The clinics will be held at multiple Pulaski County public libraries, with the first set for tomorrow. Supplies are limited, so call the number on your screen to make an appointment, and you do need to bring your ID. For more on clinic locations, head to Baptist Health's website. Now, for many, it was back to work today after a long Memorial Day weekend, and for millions of Americans, the holiday was an opportunity to travel and see friends and family. But what does that mean for the coronavirus pandemic? Well, Natalie Brand has that story from the White House.
Some brisket here.
Memorial Day weekend saw a return of Americans hitting the road to celebrate the start of summer.
It looks like we were in the cave for 12 months, but now we are all vaccinated and out.
Since Thursday, nearly 9 million people have gone through TSA checkpoints for travel through the long weekend.
We're going to have a really good summer, especially for people who are vaccinated.
While family and friends are starting to reunite, doctors say the coronavirus remains a threat for unvaccinated individuals.
We have a lot of very, very contagious variants that are spreading across the U.S. And so for people who are unvaccinated, it remains a risky summer. But for the rest of us, it's going to be a really good summer.
More than half of all Americans, including children ages 12 and older, have received at least one shot, with 40% fully vaccinated. The Biden administration is still pushing for 70% of all U.S. adults to have at least one shot by the 4th of July. Some states have already met that goal. White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain tweeted that California and Maryland became the 11th and 12th states to reach the 70% mark for adults. Other states remain below that target, and vaccinations can vary significantly by county.
There's still a lot of people unvaccinated in many of the southern states. So that's what we got to work on. If we can improve those vaccination numbers, I think things will be fine. But I am worried about an uptick in cases in many of those states.
Heading into the Memorial Day weekend, the U.S. reported the lowest number of new COVID cases in a year. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
A Biden administration official confirms to CBS News that White House employees will begin returning to the complex full-time beginning July 6th. All right, let's talk about a few things happening today. Little Rock City Hall will be reopening to the public for the first time in more than a year. Still, though, some of the protocols implemented during the shutdown will continue, such as wearing masks while inside, and visitors are asked to maintain social distancing. The City Board of Directors meetings will continue at Robinson Auditorium. The Little Rock Visitor Information Center at Curran Hall will also reopen its doors today. It's been closed since March of last year. Plans to reopen last summer were put on hold due to the rising number of COVID cases at the time. But starting today, the center will be open daily from 9 to 5 and 1 to 5 on Sundays. In North Little Rock, Mayor Terry Hartwick is ending the city's mask mandate and opening all city buildings. That's happening today, and anyone not fully vaccinated is encouraged to still wear a mask per CDC guidance. Private businesses and healthcare facilities still have the right to require masks. And finally, the Rock Region Metro streetcars are making their big return today, just in North Little Rock, though, for now. The schedule remains the same for the most part, but there are a few changes to tell you about. The streetcars will run Monday through Thursday, starting at 10:45 in the morning. Friday and Saturday service will run until midnight. The rides are completely free, but you do need to wear a mask to ride. The Little Rock stops won't be back until July, and that's because of the construction on I-30 on that bridge near the River Market. More than 7 million air travelers between Thursday and Sunday. That's a huge jump over last year, but still 24% less than Memorial Day 2019 before the pandemic. Even so, many businesses now scrambling to meet expected demand when the summer gets really busy. CBS's Mulla Lengi is in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey.
After a difficult year, crowds on the Jersey Shore are a welcome sight for local businesses like restaurants and hotels hoping to maximize the summer season.
This has maybe been the toughest start to a season?
Absolutely.
Christina Renoro and her family have owned and operated the White Sands Resort and Spa in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey for 35 years. They typically hire about 150 seasonal employees to work at the resort and restaurants, but this year are having trouble.
We really have only a third of what we normally hire.
A third?
A third. We're really, really shorthanded.
Everyone, including Renoro, is working double time. She said she's posted help wanted ads all over the web and has increased the starting wage from $12 an hour to $15 an hour. But there are few applicants.
We're at 100%. We have waiting lists for the first time in 10 years. We just don't have the staff to turn the rooms over as fast as we'd like to.
And they're not alone. Businesses across the country are desperately looking for workers. From this bakery in Philadelphia,
I don't have help. I had help. They went on to other jobs.
To this Los Angeles restaurant.
It's been a tough ride. It's been difficult.
We have an unprecedented hiring crisis going on right now.
New Jersey Business and Industry Association President and CEO Michelle Sikirka says the challenging job market has been a perfect storm. People struggling with childcare, foreign students unable to get work visas, and entry-level seasonal work not paying as well as unemployment benefits.
They're pulling out all the stops. We have sign-up bonuses. We have, free food, free entertainment, a lot of incentive going on.
Because so many of these businesses are short-staffed, they say they've had to make some adjustments. Hotels blocking off rooms, some restaurants not open all 7 days a week, missing out on some potential revenue. But still, so many of these businesses say they are hopeful for the rest of the summer. Mo Lulengi, CBS News, Point Pleasant, New Jersey.